All right, thanks for joining in today on Dusty DIY. Today we have this 2006 Polaris Ranger, and for some odd reason this thing won't start. Now, in the past with this machine, it had a hard time idling. You could start it, but it wouldn't stay idling. So there's some kind of a fuel problem, whether it's not getting good fuel pressure, it could be an injector, a pump, multiple things. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do a pressure test on this. It actually has a spot right here where we can pressure test. All right, we went ahead right here and hooked up this fuel valve, screwed right on to where there's a pressure tester. It's just like your air valve on your tire. Went ahead and tightened it. Now, if we turn this machine on and give it some throttle, getting about 48 pounds of pressure, almost 50. All right, seems how we got about almost 50 pounds of pressure. I got to research that on the internet, make sure how much PSI this vehicle's supposed to have. But I'm guessing that's a pretty good pressure. So the fuel pump's working. It's pumping fuel to the injectors. Now, probably what I'll do next is I'll actually just take a little starting fluid and spray down in the cylinder, see if I can get it to fire. If it fires, then I definitely know it's not getting fuel. We're probably leaning toward the injectors at this point. All right, seems how we had plenty of fuel pressure when we checked it right here. What I did next, I went ahead and pulled out this Allen bolt out of right here. It goes down in and holds the rail to the injectors, and I pulled it off. It was kind of hard to pull off. It comes up out. That's the top to your fuel rail. There's these little O-rings that go on top. I've already pulled it apart. I'm just showing how. Then your injectors come up out like this. All right, so I pulled the fuel rail off right here, pulled the injectors up out. I noticed that they have a plug-in that comes right over here. If you follow the plug over, you can unplug the injector completely with the cord like that. Now, I know you can order these injectors individually, but it was like $10 more to get the cord with it. So I bought new injectors for this machine. Okay, I'm gonna take a rag and I'm gonna clean right down inside where the injectors go right there. Clean that out. It was pretty dirty down. The injectors were pretty dirty, so we're just gonna put some new ones back in. All right, here's the new injector cords. Like I said, I don't know if I needed these, but they were like $10 for the whole kit, more. And I got new injectors right here. So what we're gonna do is put the cords on the injector. And they have nice new O-rings on them as well. And they only go on one direction. Push those on, push the clip. And the clip holds it from coming out, so it just snaps in like that. There's only one way they can go in. You can hear them clip, all right? Just gonna lube up the O-ring a little so it'll go slide in a little bit easier. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and slide our injectors down in. Sure helped to have a little lube on there. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and put our fuel injection rail back on. It goes over the top of them, and it also has an O-ring O-ring on top and bottom there. Okay, next go ahead and put our Allen bolt back down in. Now we're gonna plug in our electrical. All right, I got my fuel injectors in, and I actually found a spot on my throttle body that was a little bit loose, and I tightened it up, and without even touching the gas. She idles now. So between dirty fuel injectors and maybe my throttle body was a little loose, it wasn't idling, it wasn't running. It seems to run great now. Thanks for joining in today on Dusty DIY problem solving the fuel problem we had on this Ranger. The new fuel injector seemed to help. Definitely made sure the air filter was clean, had good fuel pressure, and double checked the throttle body was all tight and looked good. So, did some minor adjustments. Now we got the machine running well and idling really good. So if this video was helpful, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe, and more videos to come.